The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
From the 31, Wilson, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Beck. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 36, Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Now Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Aaron Jones with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
The Colts add 8-3 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And some room to roam now.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is weapon.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Up the middle, Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start with the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Pickett.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that.
It seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. Pickett.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
From the 6.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Jayon Brown.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play...
And he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
This one to the former Bronco. It's Noah Fant.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 39,
Pickett.
that ball caught by Campbell.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Leonard Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Dayo Odeyingbo with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Pickett back to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
They'll let Taylor try and run.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Shoves him away. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Open man downfield is Johnson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Juwan Johnson, 38 yards. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give to Taylor. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Pickett going to keep it himself. And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
So 2nd down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home.
Yeah, tell my Brooklyn, go see Chirac.